ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday night, let's give it up for your host, Redface The Degenerate.
The hell are you supposed to be? I'm vengeance.
Oh boy, where do I even start a video like this, when it comes to, well, Batman? Well, I mean, he's Batman. There are some people who think that he can defeat God with enough prep time, and, considering what he's done in the past, I don't even think that's too unbelievable. And whether or not you think Batman should kill, that's not what we're gonna be questioning in the video.
When I killed you, and make no mistake, I will fucking kill you. And I do it slow. I'm gonna honor that promise.
If you've seen the last video, you know this is exactly how things are going to play out. You know, I use the DC fandom wiki, and I list up Batman's strongest feats. Batman, these aren't his strongest feats, these are just examples. First of all, let's just go off with the common cores, even though I don't even know if that's possible for Batman. Everything for him is common. He's very acrobatic. He knows archery? Wait, hold on, what? That surprises me, and I'm a crazy Batman fan. Aviation, business management, that's a given. Computer hacking. Okay, this is a good example of Batman's smarts and intelligence. He was able to hack and completely deactivate the Suicide Squad members' bombs that are placed in their heads. And by the way, those bombs are very, very high-tech, like military high-tech beyond plus. So for him to be able to hack into those and deactivate them and be like, okay guys, no more bombs in your heads, that's really impressive. Like, I just need you guys to know how insane that is. If that doesn't already prove Batman's crazy intellect, let me go ahead and tell you the time that Batman was able to predict that a supervillain whose teleportation technology was completely untraceable and unpredictable, he was able to predict where they were going to teleport on the planet, yet people who could see the future weren't able to do that. Like, how is that even possible? Like, how can he do that? I don't know. He's not human. He's not. And continuing on from that, let's just go ahead and move on straight seamlessly, except not so seamlessly, into his interrogation/intimidation skills. Now, let me just use this as an example. Most of the criminals and supervillains that the Justice League or pretty much any DC superhero has ever gone up against has gone on record saying that they are not afraid of Superman, or at least not as afraid of Superman as they are of Batman, which is just insane and kind of stupid to me and a lot of people for reasonable reasons. Superman can easily fly through the planet at ease and just destroy everybody. Like, all civilization, humans, people on Earth would be dead if Superman decided to just wake up and say, you know what, I'm kind of done with everything. They're not afraid of that, but they're afraid of a guy in a bat suit, which should just let you know already how questionable that is. Speaking of in the video, Batman fighting Deathstroke, let's go ahead and get on with his fighting skills. Batman knows over 100 different fighting skills and techniques, and his fighting style is a blend of multiple. In addition to that, he is so fast and strong that he is considered by the government to be a metahuman. Once again, I'd just like to remind you that this guy is supposed to just be human. But by the government standards, because he is so insane, intelligent, fast, and strong, he's not. He's considered metahuman. Let that sink in. In addition to that, he also has indomitable willpower. He has fought multiple people stronger than him. I don't even know if that makes sense anymore, seeing as the things that I'm reading, and oh gosh, it's just, I don't even know if it's possible to be stronger at Batman at this point. But he has indomitable willpower. He's able to overcome a lot of obstacles presented in his path, and he's the only reason he's not a Green Lantern, as stated in the comics itself, is because he's torn between having a strong willpower and a strong sense of fear put upon others. Like, what? To follow with that, let's go ahead and further examine his title of the world's greatest detective. See, Batman is hailed as the world's greatest detective, as I just said. I'm just reading the wiki at this point. He has few equals when it comes to forensic investigations and solving crime mysteries. He is able to use even the smallest clues and slightest details to solve extremely difficult cases and can accurately deduce the identity of unknown criminal masterminds. For example, just 1 week after meeting the Joker, he was able to deduce his identity. And in a comic once, just to stop the Joker from doing bad things, he whispered in his ear his real name, and the Joker was terrified. Just terrified. Like, okay, it's already hard enough to make Batman scared. Like, it's basically impossible. But for the Joker to be scared, like really terrified, that's actually insane. If that doesn't already play into his intimidation/fear skills, then I don't know what to tell you, because that really does for me. Alright, so moving back into his martial arts skills, he is known as one of the finest martial artists in the world, and believe it or not, he's still not the best, so we can just go ahead and cut that down right now. He's also learned a technique called the language of combat, where he can communicate with others while fighting, which is just stupid. It's very stupid. How do you communicate with others while fighting? Do they just uppercut somebody while kicking somebody else in the chest and you're like, okay, that means you want me to go left? Like, what does that even mean? Alright, anyway, he also is super, I know I keep stressing this, but he is super intelligent. One time, Batman was able to punch a ninja in the jaw and be like, yeah, I mean, his jaw's kind of bouncing off my knuckles oddly. They don't have tongues. Like, how do you punch somebody in the face, and the way that their jaw bounces off your knuckle, you determine whether or not they have a tongue? That is stupid. That is stupid. But not nearly as stupid as the fact that he claims he can dodge bullets. No. Hold on. Let me just say this slowly so I can get it out fully. Not only is that stupid, he claims that he can dodge bullets at point blank range. Now that's already kind of stupid. That's dumb, okay? But it's fine, because everybody in both Marvel and DC and extra universes can just do that by default by the time they become a crime fighter. No. But he brings it a step further. Not only can he dodge bullets at point blank range, gunfire, he can also catch the bullet. He claims that he can catch the bullet in midair. Batman, we've drawn the line between you being human and something else. Stop calling yourself human. But oh boy, we are not done yet, ladies and gentlemen, because Batman also has peak human everything. For example, he has endurance like literally no other comic book character in existence. He is able to exert himself far longer than anyone else. I don't have a number of that. You're just gonna have to trust me. Source is me. Trust me, bro. He has also managed to pierce through the skull of an android just by throwing a coin at it. Like, a coin? A coin? He can also endure and fight for several hours on the planet Kandor, which has 5 times the gravity of Earth, which is just dummy stupid. He also has peak human agility, peak human durability, peak human reflexes, peak human speed, so the common core stuff. Peak human senses. Throughout Batman's years of fighting crime and intense training, his senses have become so heightened that he can identify magic by feeling it within blocks away, detect invisible objects, and can even see spirits like dead men who remain unseen by regular people. If that's not insane to you already, that he can sense magic from blocks away, I don't know what is. Is this not already unbelievable? Well, of course it is. It is unbelievable. It's stupid. But whatever. Let's just go ahead and talk about his planning real quick, because he's an expert planner and, he's smart or whatever with this scene.
It was a coordinated attack intended to kill us, or failing that, put us out of commission for an extended period. Obviously the first step of a larger scheme, something that we would stop.
The attacks were strategically brilliant.
More than that, they were specifically targeted at our physical and psychological weaknesses.
Obviously by someone who knows us very well.
The plans were mine.
Yours?
What now?
I've carefully studied every Justice Leaguer, past and present, and created contingency plans to neutralize you, should that ever become necessary.
You've got to be kidding me with that.
Neutralize, not kill. Whoever implemented my plans altered them.
It's still a completely unacceptable breach of our trust.
The members of the Justice League are among the most powerful and potentially dangerous people on the planet.
You think one of us would go over to the other side?
Or succumb to mind control. Yes, it's possible. That's why I developed plans for containing any or all members of the JLA, should the need ever arise.
None of us would ever do that to you.
Then you're damn fools.
When he's not planning to subdue his allies, or he's not fighting criminals on different planets and 5 times gravity, you should know that he can spend up to 28 hours straight in a fight, so that's fun. And he can go up to 8 days without sleep or food, and can go only 3 hours on sleep before he's ready to just jump back up and do it again. So there you go, Batman's durability for you. His stamina and durability, yep.
Only thing between the innocent and the predatory. No, not maybe. I am. When the mugger or the thief stops to think twice, that is fear. That is what I am. That is why they hired assassins, because I am the reason the criminals breathe easier when the sun rises. So no, Alfred, I am not in over my head. Tonight will not be my head, but it will be theirs.
And obviously, we can't just end it without listing his basics, you know, so stealth, being able to swim, including holding his breath underwater for 6 minutes, tactical analysis, throwing, because, you know, those batarangs are a pesky little trick for criminals, tracking, obviously, weaponry, demolitions, firearms. Despite his refusal of firearms, Bruce is one of the world's top 10 marksmen. So, he's up to par with fictional characters, well, obviously fictional characters, like Bullseye and Deadshot, because he's the top 10. If Batman wanted to, well, Zack Snyder's Batman, he could kill people with guns and just do it so easily. Fencing, because Batman studied fencing before? Wait, what? I knew he had swordsmanship, but he knows how to fence? You know what? Why does this even surprise me, all things considered? But you know, that's where the list ends, because if it kept going, this page would be infinite, because Batman is good at everything, because he's not just a man, this is Bat God. Oh geez, my head hurts. Not because I expected some of the things on this list to not be here, but because I had to read it all. Some of the stuff that I read isn't going to be in the video, because if it was, this video would be like 40 minutes long. This was just some of the basics, because Batman is insane, but you know what? It's Batman, so what else do you really expect? I mean, he's Batman. He's Batman. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, because why do criminals even try with these characters? Why do they try? Like, as soon as you get caught by Batman, Spider-Man, etc., don't try to run. Just lay on the floor. Jeez.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman!